If you find out that there are other relatives of yours in this world, and super rich, are you going to recognize each other? Xiaomei is a waiter responsible for serving dishes in a restaurant. Since my mother passed away, Xiaomei has no family in this world. Alone, she seems a bit lonely. This day, she happened to see a program on her computer. Just give some samples. By detecting the same INRA, can help you find your loved ones. Xiaomei is alone anyway. With a try-and-see attitude, she put her hair in the mailbox. Unexpectedly, Xiaomei received an email the next day. That person called it her distant cousin. I want to invite her to meet. Xiaomei's best friend saw and advised Xiaomei not to go. If I were to be stabbed in the waist, I would be regretful. But Xiaomei is really lonely. She didn't listen to her best friend's advice. I chose to meet that cousin. First meeting. My cousin looks very gentlemanly. My cousin said he is a very ancient family from England. Keep going. Her cousin is also about to hold a century wedding in the family, and invite Xiaomei to go together. Xiaomei is attracted by her cousin's humor and wit. Promised to go. She didn't know that this decision would bring her endless regret. Soon, my cousin used Rolls-Royce to bring Xiaomei to their big estate. Many maids also arrived together. My cousin saw a handsome man coming. He was busy introducing Xiaomei. This is her cousin. He is also the only heir of the entire family of the young lord of the manor. Looking at the young master's versatility, Xiaomei's sudden liking for him doubled. I think she looks handsome when she smiles. The butler brought Xiaomei to a guest room. I also assigned Xiaomei a maid auntie. Xiaomei is flattered and amazed. Her room is even more like a presidential suite. Any decoration is a priceless antique. Xiaomei noticed a painting on the wall. Introduction to auntie. This is an old lady at home, a woman with great depth, but recently passed away. At night, Xiaomei lies on a luxurious bed. She thought she must take down the young master, so she won't have to worry about food and drink for the rest of her life. But at night, something strange happened. When Xiaomei runs at night, I found a woman standing in my room looking at me. Xiaomei suddenly woke up with a start. It turned out to be a dream. But suddenly she saw someone's shadow on the nearby chair. Xiaomei quickly turned on the light. Turns out it's my own clothes. Xiaomei just breathed a sigh of relief. It's already 3 o'clock in the middle of the night. Xiaomei walked out. Want to drink some water. However, this is a hand behind Xiaomei's back. Aunt's appearance startled Xiaomei. Aunt said, "You should go back to your room, because it's not safe in the dark." Xiaomei can only go back obediently. The maid lit the library candle, then put on headphones and listened to music. Suddenly, all the candles she lit went out. The phonograph also automatically sounds. The maid looked up in fear. Next second. The next day, 2 maids came over to find Rafi in 1982. The flickering lights made the 2 of them nervous. They lit matches and looked over one by one. In this tense situation, a maid actually started joking. But she just finished laughing. A cute claw really touched it down. Looking around empty. The maid is confused. Suddenly she caught a glimpse of a dark figure standing. And the maid. Next second. And while he was scared, he touched the foot of a black sparrow. Screen rotation. The female lead Xiaomei meticulously dressed up to attend the wedding party. At this moment, the young master of the manor invited Xiaomei to dance. Caught the attention of the whole audience. The young master even took her to a place where no one was around and kissed her passionately. But this scene was all seen by a woman. At night, when Xiaomei sleeps, she found out that the window had been opened by someone unknown. Meanwhile, a pair of claws appeared on the ceiling. Xiaomei was so scared that she quickly hid under the bed. I dare not breathe in the air. Seeing the ghost hand touch it down, Xiaomei was suddenly dragged out. It turns out that the young hero has come to save the beauty. Look around, everything's normal. Xiaomei even suspected that it was her own illusion just now. The next morning, 2 bridesmaids directly broke into the room. Without saying a word, "We need to take Xiaomei to a spa." This is the task assigned to them by the young master. Arriving at the spa, bridesmaid with blonde hair brings Xiaomei to manicure first. Another bridesmaid, a big man, is taking a bath. Seeing the blonde and Xiaomei chatting happily, can't help but start mocking and sarcastic. And he said that, "Don't you want to know what the young master did behind his back?" At this moment, the maid accidentally pricked Xiaomei's finger. The maid is busy apologizing. It's okay if Xiaomei says so. The big guy came up to take a look, and in the end, he just curled up. Angry, Xiaomei cursed profusely. On the way back, he remembered the words of the big man, decided to infiltrate the young master's room and take a look. After entering, a row of sheep-headed deer heads came into view. Then she found a report. "That's my own file." Originally, the young master has been secretly investigating her. Soon, the young master arrived at Xiaomei's room. Seeing Xiaomei packing up and leaving, can't help but wonder. But when I saw that file, the young master laughed. He explained, "After all, I am versatile." He must understand Xiaomei, to ensure that it's not coming for your own money. Xiaomei's mood has just calmed down. Finally, the 2 of them felt like they were coming, just started playing poker. And soon the century wedding began. This is an unprecedented century wedding. Everyone's glasses are empty. Where is the red wine? I saw them holding down one of the remaining maids. Directly seal the maid with a knife. So a pot of fresh red wine comes out of the oven. The bridesmaid next to her is still laughing wildly. Soon, the red wine was delivered to the young master. This perverted scene scared Xiaomei to the point where she couldn't speak. The young master also said to Xiaomei, "Today's wedding is for them both." In other words, Xiaomei is today's bride. Xiaomei has already cried in fear. The young master begins to explain the purpose of today's wedding. It turns out that one of her brides, Yanjun, chose to commit suicide in her dark life. This move directly weakened the power of the young master to restore one's strength. The descendant of the suicidal bride he just brought from the United States, Xiaomei, to fill the vacancy. Only then did Xiaomei realize that the painting in the room was his grandmother. When Xiaomei learned the truth, she got up and wanted to go out, but he was stumped by his subordinates. At night, the young master starts to work. As long as Xiaomei marries her, wealth, power, powerful power, eternal life. There is also a family that belongs entirely to you. Who knows? After listening to Xiaomei, she spit on the young master directly. There's no way. Xiaomei can only agree to marry the young master first. The two are preparing to worship heaven and earth. According to the process, Xiaomei needs to first suck the blood of Sheishu. You can gain the power of 100 men, and then the young master is sucking Xiaomei's blood. Xiaomei can live forever. But when Xiaomei finishes sucking the blood of the young master, he has grown grey nails, face tightly hugged, tusks sprouting from the mouth. And when the young master wants to smoke, he didn't even give it to the young master, said he wanted to suck the blood of a maid. But this is actually a cover-up. He took the opportunity to push down all the candles one by one, directly triggering riots. Whistle. Many people Xiaomei want to stop it. Xiaomei picked up the candlestick and inserted it without mercy. The young master has a direct aging face and becomes an old man. As the fire grew larger and smaller, Miaimei ran with her little run. Xiaomei picked up her pick and chased after her. The big guy's strength is really strong, directly thrust into the small chest with bare hands. And at this moment, another bridesmaid with blonde hair attacked him. When Xiaomei dumped Xiaomei. Originally, the blonde girl was also tired of life here. She wants to go outside with Xiaomei and take a look. During the fight, the two of them sat on a spear. Double death. When Xiaomei woke up, she saw the scene of the two disappearing into thin air. At this moment, the house suddenly rushed out again. He once cornered Xiaomei with a spear. Xiaomei's direct power explosion. Break the spear, then insert it into the butler's chest. The butler Xiaomei walked outside to solve the problem, but a shadow appeared on the wall behind me. Xiaomei was still caught by the shadow. The young master directly lifted Xiaomei up. He still claims to be rescuing Xiaomei, but Xiaomei would rather die than want these things. Is anyone there? As everyone knows, the villain died of talking too much. Below's the gap for the young master to speak. Take out a thin thread from your arm, tie the young master's arm, direct pull off, and then kicked the broom into the sea of fire with another kick. Accompanied by the death of the young master, the vampire features on Xiaomei have all disappeared. So Xiaomei broke the vampire's nest on her own, and I can only buckle 6 or 6 in front of the screen.